TheJbeans.net.
Portland, Maine is a historic waterfront city known for its working piers, local shops, and great food. We visited in August 2025 aboard the Majestic Princess and spent the day exploring the old port area on foot. It was a relaxed walking tour with tasty treats, unique shops, and beautiful harbor views. In this video, we'll walk you step by step through everything we did, so you'll know exactly what to expect if you'd like to follow the same route during your visit. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. We began the day by disembarking at the Portland Cruise Terminal. After a short walk, we passed through the Visit Portland Information Center, which included the security checkpoint for our ship. Inside, the information center had brochures for local attractions, maps of the city, restrooms, and helpful guides that could answer questions. Just outside the information center, there was a stop for the Port Share Promise Bus. The bus was a hop-on, hop-off style shuttle that cost $15 per person for a day pass. The bus did not offer tours, but it did have 10 stops located around Portland. We opted to explore on foot, but the bus was a nice option for those who had mobility issues. Before heading out, we made a quick stop at the nearby park to get a photo of our family with our cruise ship in the background. Leaving the information center area, we walked inland along Hancock Street to the Residence Inn at the intersection with 4th Street. Near the hotel entrance, we found a stone marker indicating the site of the house where American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was born in 1807. From the marker, we headed southwest along 4th Street, then turned left and headed southeast along Franklin Street. We continued walking to Commercial Street, then turned right to find the Standard Baking Company in the nearby parking lot. The shop is known for its European-style pastries, and we ordered 3 items to share: a ham and cheese croissant, a morning bun, and a chocolate pastry. The morning bun was the bakery's most popular breakfast pastry, and we enjoyed its flaky layers and sweet cinnamon flavor. In fact, everything we tried was delicious. Even though the bakery was quite busy during our visit, the line moved quickly, and we only had to wait about 10 minutes before ordering. Leaving the bakery, we walked a short distance southwest along Commercial Street to Ports of Call, a souvenir shop with a wide selection of local themed items available. After browsing for a bit, we continued a bit further southwest along Commercial Street to the U.S. Custom House building. The building dates back to the late 1800s and reflects Portland's maritime heritage. A sign in front of the building provided more information about its design and historical significance. We continued walking southwest along Commercial Street for a few blocks and stopped at the Holy Donut. The shop was known for its potato-based donuts, which gave them a noticeably different texture from traditional donuts. We tried a few during our visit, and the texture wasn't quite a match for us. It was similar to how our jelly bean prefers cake donuts instead of yeast donuts. Still, the shop was very popular, so we recommend dropping by if you want to try something new. Heading back inland a bit to 4th Street, we stopped by Cool as a Moose, another souvenir shop that had a wide selection of local themed items available. Just across the street, at the intersection of 4th Street and Exchange Street, we found the Maine Souvenir Shop. The store ended up being one of our favorite stops in Portland because everything inside was either made or designed in Maine. Many of the items had clever or subtle nods to the local culture, and we found way too many things we wanted to buy. Our jelly bean settled on an always cold hoodie that always gets a good chuckle when she wears it. The shop is definitely worth a visit if you enjoy unique, locally crafted souvenirs with a touch of humor. Leaving the shop with our souvenirs, we turned left and headed a bit further inland along Exchange Street to Buzz Coffee. The underground location of the cafe made it feel like we had found a bit of a hidden coffee hideaway. We ordered a few tasty coffees as a midday pick-me-up and continued on our way. Coffee in hand, we walked back to 4th Street and stopped by the Aggressive Cookie convenience store, which was located near the Cool as a Moose souvenir shop. We purchased a Moxie soda, which was first produced in 1876 and was recently named Maine's official soft drink. The drink is known for having a love it or hate it flavor, and we didn't care for it. Still, it made for a fun taste test with our friends and family, so we highly recommend giving it a try. Continuing southwest along 4th Street, we turned left when we reached Dana Street. It's worth noting that some of the side streets in the Old Port area were made of old, uneven brick, which added a lot of character to the area. However, the surface could be challenging if you have mobility issues. We followed Dana Street to the waterfront and stopped by Portland Lobster Company to enjoy some delicious Maine lobster. The restaurant had both indoor and outdoor seating available, with many tables overlooking the harbor. During our visit, live music was set up in the outdoor area, adding to the overall atmosphere. We ordered a steamed lobster dinner to share for $35. The dinner included a 1-pound lobster that was pre-cracked, along with French fries, corn on the cob, and slaw. It was a delicious meal and a great place to enjoy the views of the harbor. The Portland Lobster Company always had a steady line for ordering, and the tables always looked full. However, the line moved surprisingly fast, and the tables turned over regularly, so we had no trouble finding a spot to sit down and eat. After our tasty lobster lunch, we backtracked along Dana Street to the Old Port Candy Company. The shop offered a wide variety of chocolates, candy, and fudge, including some regional favorites. Even though everything looked delicious, we all decided we wanted some ice cream. We backtracked along Dana Street one more time, then turned left and walked northeast along Commercial Street to Coastal Creamery. We shared a cookie and an ice cream, which made for a nice, sweet finish to our day in Portland. From the creamery, we continued northeast along Commercial Street, back to the Visit Portland Information Center and Cruise Terminal. Altogether, we spent about 4 hours exploring Portland's Old Port area at a relaxed pace. Our walking tour gave us a great mix of local food, fun shops, historic spots, and scenic waterfront views, all within easy walking distance of our cruise ship.